Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDN TV Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button and be the first to get notifications. And now, let's join ace broadcaster MAMODE AKUGHA as he takes us inside the Niger Delta.
Hello out there and welcome to the program. It's Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region. I'm your regular host, MAMODE AKUGHA. We begin today with an update on the ongoing nationwide protests in Nigeria. Since August 1st, the streets of almost all Nigerian states, including the oil-rich Niger Delta, have seen increased activity as Nigerians, especially the young population, stage protests against what they consider the worsening economic conditions in the country. Despite several appeals from the government and high-profile individuals to end the 10-day End Bad Governance and Hunger demonstrations, protesters have continued with their demonstrations. Last Sunday, President Bola Tinubu finally addressed the protesters and called for an end to the protest.
The centerpiece of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's speech on the fourth day of the ongoing nationwide protest, tagged End Bad Governance or 10 Days of Rage, was a call for patience and dialogue amidst the tough times experienced in the country. The president assured Nigerians that better days lie ahead. The president's words have generated a wave of reactions across the media space, revealing widespread dissatisfaction by both the elite class and the masses. Nigerians obviously expect more substantial offerings from the president than just promises of better days. His speech has rather invigorated the End Bad Governance movement rather than persuaded the protesters to rest their oars.
I was one of the anti-protesters. I was talking to people not to protest. But one of the days when I read about what Tinubu was saying in the social media, I now discovered that he was like intimidating the citizens not to come out to protest, not to come out to air out their views.
Because we are youth, we are hungry, we are crying, we've been talking on one particular thing, but they keep saying, keeping deaf ear on us. And we said this is the time. We said no to bad government.
When I was very small, I do hear my teachers teach me the obligation of government to the citizens, which includes to give us electricity free of charge. So I wonder why. So this was what we were expecting Mr. President to do. With the way Mr. President is going, there is no hope for the nation.
In Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, protesters have increased their presence, disrupting vehicular movement and commercial activities. These protesters visited the residence of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and former governor of the state, Nyesom Wike, where they chanted their demands and grievances. They also hinted that the demonstrations may continue beyond the initial 10 days.
Today, at least, we touched the heart of Port Harcourt to shut down all the business centers, filling stations everywhere is shut down. You can see how everywhere everybody is now out to join the protest. If Mr. President did not do what we are expecting him to do, the protest continues. It may metamorphose.
I am even encouraging this protest to go beyond 10 days, because until Tinubu will realize himself and his cabinet, both the senators, the Senate presidents and other ones, entire APC government are not doing well.
With the protest in its 7th day, several states where violence was recorded have imposed either 24-hour or partial curfews to prevent further breakdown of law and order. Reacting to this violent turn of event in some states, Ishekiri leader and Niger Delta patriot, Chief Ayuri Emami, advised protesters to exercise restraint and reason with the president as he works to make things right.
I've always been a champion of different agitation, different protests and everything. I can remember vividly well in 2012 when Jonathan was the president of this country. I led massive protests that our community need to have life. But there's one thing I take into cognizance, and I said people should not do. Don't break pipe. We've been buying fuel at a very high price, not today, because first, none of those stations or anything are in our area. These are the places that lay the golden, what's it called? Egg. We will come and buy fuel in Warri. You buy, you transport to Escravos, add all this together. You will know that we've been buying fuel for 3,000 over the years. It's not the person, the cause of this problem. All he's doing is trying to fix. So my own is that all of us should be patient with this government. We know as well you will try and fix things.
Inside the Niger Delta.
While protests were happening in other parts of the country, youths in Bayelsa State, under the auspices of the Prosperity Youth Coalition, staged a solidarity rally in the state to commend Governor Doyediri for his remarkable strides in infrastructure and social programs across the state. The Director General of the Prosperity Youth Coalition, Mr. Dobra Komoku, along with his comrades, expressed their appreciation last week at the government house in Yenagoa.
The story in Bayelsa State last week was different. Here, the youth rallied in support of the current administration of Governor Doyediri, praising his uncommon dedication to infrastructure development and improved living conditions for Bayelsans. Senator Diri, popularly referred to as the Miracle Governor, took the saddle of leadership in the state in February 2020. Now serving his second and final term, Governor Diri has endeared himself to Bayelsans through critical interventions across every sector in the state. The Director General of the Prosperity Youth Coalition, Mr. Dobera Komoku, who led the rally, outlined some of Governor Diri's achievements that have inspired their solidarity.
Your government has engaged several youths on entrepreneurship and leadership training. You have employed several teachers. The infrastructure you are putting in ground. We are just thinking, if only we can rewrite the Constitution of Nigeria. We would have given you second or third tenor.
Governor Diri, represented by his deputy, Senator Lawrence Erujakpo, while addressing the youth, commended them for their peaceful disposition. He promised continued commitment to the development of the state and its young population. In view of the ongoing nationwide protests, Senator Erujakpo cautioned the youth about violent protests, charging them to always act within the bounds of the law, as the government would not tolerate any destruction of public or private property.
So while they have the right to do what you have done, they don't have the right to obstruct any vehicle traffic. The government that is responsive will not fold his arm. And so as you go about, you have the good luck and best wishes of the governor.
Checks across Yenagoa, the state capital, show citizens going about their normal business, while security operatives are positioned across major city centers to prevent any breakdown of law and order. As the protest continues, the Bayelsa state government remains committed to engaging the protesters in dialogue, which it says is a veritable tool for addressing the legitimate grievances of the masses.
Inside the Niger Delta.
The Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, says it will train about 10,000 young people and equip them with the skills set to enable them provide innovative solutions to the numerous challenges facing the region. Senate President Godswill Akpabio launched the Youth Internship Scheme last week during the NDDC Executive Management Engagement with Niger Delta ethnic nationalities and selected stakeholders in Port Harcourt, River State. He stated that this program is designed to ensure that idle youths in the region are meaningfully engaged to contribute to nation building.
Youth unemployment in the oil-rich Niger Delta region has long been a major concern for governments at both the national and subnational levels. According to the World Bank, statistics from the states indicate that the region face an average unemployment rate of 30% to 38%. Coupled with the prevalent poverty, many young people in the area turned to criminality and economic sabotage. The Niger Delta Development Commission (NDDC) has now made it a priority to reverse this troubling trend. While many past programs have struggled to make significant impact, the current board and management introduced the Holistic Opportunity Program of Engagement, otherwise known as Project Hope, to tackle the problem. Last week, the Commission launched another new youth internship program during the one-day executive management engagement with Niger Delta ethnic nationalities and selected stakeholders in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The initiative aims to engage 10,000 young people from the region over the next 6 months. Each participant will receive a stipend of 50,000 naira monthly throughout the period. This program is part of the NDDC's broader effort to provide meaningful employment opportunities and contribute to the development of the Niger Delta. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, who launched the internship program in company of other senators, restated President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's commitment to the development of the Niger Delta region.
You have a man who is a listening president, a man who feels the pains of Nigerians. Of course, everybody knows that subsidy on petroleum products would have killed us. Nigeria was living on life support before this administration came.
The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of NDDC, Dr. Samuel Obuku, said that the people of the Niger Delta region had since transitioned from violent agitations to intellectual struggle, which is now yielding positive results. Therefore, youths from the region must be wary of detractors who would want to take them back to the ugly past as a region and a nation.
There are difficulties, there are issues, there are questions to be answered. But Nigeria as a federation, most of these hardships we are facing today were not actually orchestrated by the present administration. The present administration is trying its best to come out with policies and programs that will fix some of these economic difficulties. But what the government needs is just patience.
Stakeholders and members of ethnic nationalities present at the event, such as the National Chairman of PANDEF, Senator Emmanuel Ibok Essien, and President of the Ijaw Youth Council, IYC, Jonathan Lokpobri, as well as representative of the Niger Delta women, Ankyo Briggs, distanced themselves from those calling for anarchy in the region. They, however, maintain that the interventionist agency must continue to prioritize the welfare of the masses across the region.
Why should we join in a protest at this point in time when we are having a president from the southern part of Nigeria that is trying to put Nigeria on the rightful path?
I want to speak directly to the government and say to the government that the people of the Niger Delta region, especially speaking as a woman on behalf of the women, are asking for constructive dialogue so that we can build our Niger Delta region, Mr. President.
If a protest that is designed by people who can't own up that I am the one organizing this protest, is calling for a national chaos, calling for a change of government through revolution, then it calls for questioning.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Standout Properties Limited presents a real estate opportunity of a lifetime. Bloom Towers, a waterfront twin high-rise buildings of 19 and 21 stories at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean in the prestigious Oniru area, Victoria Island, Lagos. Bloom Towers is a green and smart building project consisting of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and maisonettes, as well as 10,300 square meters available space for commercial and corporate use. Built for companies completion in 2027, Bloom Towers has 236 units available for sale with a starting price of 100 million naira. Lock down a unit today with a down payment of 20% and spread the balance over the next 24 months. Contact us on 080-693-47063 or 091-22-656-975.
It is a project that will bring huge return on investment.
Bloom Towers, from foundation to skyline.
Ezekiel Group, oil and gas, dredging, power and air transportation. Ezekiel Group, petroleum product sufficiency, energy sustainability and infrastructure development.
Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Oborevwori says government at all levels must go beyond superficial solutions and craft innovative, deeply rooted strategies to tackle the myriad of challenges facing the country at this time. Governor Oborevwori made this statement last week during the swearing-in of newly appointed commissioners and special advisors at Government House, Asaba.
Last week, during the inauguration of new members into the State Executive Council, Governor Oborevwori harped on the critical need of these new additions to the Timor agenda to be properly prepared for the onerous task of transformation across their areas of service.
Staying afloat the turbulent economy demands mental rigor, strategic planning, and creative execution of policies and programs. I urge you all to think outside the box. As leaders, you must be resourceful, encourage and welcome new ideas, and be ready to churn out innovative policies and programs targeted at meeting the real needs and aspirations of our people.
The new additions to the Delta State Executive Council include 6 new commissioners. They are Barrister Val Arenyaka for the Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources, Honorable Peter Uvwejitobo for the Ministry of Oil and Gas, and Tengod Trakirowe, who goes to the Ministry of Youth Development. Others are Honorable Ebikeme Clark for the Directorate of Riverine Infrastructural Development, and Sunday Tatawabu Zogu, who is now assigned to the Ministry of Energy, while Smart Ijoma is to take charge of the Ministry of Technical Education. Newly inaugurated special advisors to the governor include Jombul Edema for the Bureau of Special Duties and Government House, while Dr. Toyin Agbolaya will advise the governor on community development, amongst others. New Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Barrister Arenyaka, on behalf of the new appointees, pledged their unwavering support to the realization of the Governor Oborevwori's more agenda.
I want to say we are humbled by this very, very heavy task that has been given to us to do. I want to say that we uphold the highest standards in governance.
Inside the Niger Delta.
His Eminence, Dr. Eberechukwu Kanu Oji, the Ezearo of Arochukwu Kingdom in Abia State, has vowed to foster a strong sense of belonging and connection among Aro sons and daughters put at home and abroad. The monarch, who pledged to be a servant leader, said he will leverage the combined power of unity and teamwork ingrained in Arochukwu culture and tradition to reposition the kingdom in the Committee of Traditional Institutions in the country. The monarch made these promises at the grand finale of a glamorous 4-day event held recently in the kingdom to celebrate his formal ascension to the revered throne of his forebears.
The celebrations were a spectacular showcase of Arochukwu's unique culture and traditions. From captivating traditional dances to vibrant displays of local artistry, the community spirit was on full display. Already traditionally crowned and given his staff of office in January this year, the young and vibrant monarch has demonstrated an uncommon will in promoting the collective identity of the people and fostering collaboration with authorities to ensure the kingdom progresses and peace is enthroned across its 19 towns. Governor Alex Oti of Abia State, who was host governor at the celebrations, described the monarch as a fitting choice.
I want to say without any fear of contradiction that Aro people made the best choice. From what I've seen, from what I have read, from what I have heard about the Ezaro the Ninth, he is the best in his class. He is the type of leader that every society should aim to have. A leader that will invest in the community rather than stealing from the community.
The gathering also brought together traditional rulers from all over the country who came to experience the unique traditions of the foremost Igbo kingdom.
For the Arochukwu kingdom, it's a big plus. For them to have been able to identify a man of many colors, a man that has gone far and wide, enlightened, well-read, it will add many opportunities for the Arochukwu kingdom.
I'm here to rejoice with His Royal Majesty as the Aro of the Aro kingdom, and I wish him all the best, and I will continue to support him and collaborate with him.
In his speech, His Eminence Dr. Eberechukwu Kanoji reiterated his unwavering stance on the unity of the kingdom. He called on the federal government to imbibe the principles of true federalism and swiftly consider the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the interest of peace and unity in the country.
Let us build a Nigeria where every ethnic group, including the Igbos, can thrive and contribute to a truly united, progressive, and sustainable nationhood. I seize this opportunity to lend my voice to the concerted calls on His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the release of our son, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
His Eminence's ascension to the throne is not just a celebration of tradition, but the restoration of hope for the future of Arochukwu Kingdom. The people say the new king is a light that has come to continue from where his phenomenal grandfather, Mazi Kanoji, left off in his unbroken 73 years of reign in the kingdom.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Despite the double derobing of Chief Ayeri Emami as the Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom, he continues to insist that he remains the one and only legitimate Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom. Chief Ayeri, who continues to identify himself as the Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom, not only continues to adorn the paraphernalia of the chieftaincy stool, but also continues to perform the traditional function of the office. On Wednesday, July 24, 2024, Chief Ayeri Emami, as Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom, in company of some members of the Ologbosere family, offered traditional prayers for peace, unity, and development of the Shekiri nation. The Ologbosere chieftaincy stool is perhaps the most important in the Warri Council of Chiefs. Administratively, apart from being the traditional Prime Minister of Warri Kingdom, the Ologbosere serves as chairman of the Olu's Advisory Council. While traditionally, the Ologbosere superintends over the selection and coronation process of an Olu of Warri whenever the need arises. He also offers prayers from time to time for the unity, peace, and progress of the Shekiri nation. Wednesday, July 24, 2024, was one of the Ologbosere Day of Prayers, and so as early as 7 a.m., some descendants of Ologbosere family had started arriving at the courtyard of Chief Ayeri Emami's country home in Warri to participate in the traditional ceremony. Friends, chiefs of Warri Kingdom and the Shekiris from other families also joined Chief Ayeri, the fourth Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom, to offer prayers. Chief Ayeri's insistence on carrying out the traditional duties of the Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom is in complete defiance of the Olu of Warri, Ogiame Atuwase III, who had derobed Chief Ayeri twice and appointed another Ologbosere of Warri Kingdom. The Ologboshere family, led by Pa Hickson Oporokun, is however in court, challenging the authority of the Olu to derobe Chief Ayiri. In the meantime, Chief Ayiri continues to perform his traditional duties as Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom.
What I'm doing is not new. If there is Olu in our kingdom, every market days, we offer prayers to our good ancestors to protect the Shekiri.
Prominent Prince of Warri Kingdom, Prince Yemi Emiko, says the Shekiri nation is currently divided and going through a rather rough period. He expressed hope that Chief Ayiri's prayers as Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom can help bring unity to the kingdom.
I know Chief Ayiri Emami as the Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom. And until the Ologboshere passes away, I don't know that you just create and recreate titles like that. But I believe that if we open our hearts, our minds, and listen to one another, we should be able to resolve whatever it is and forge ahead in unity.
Some members of the family reaffirmed their loyalty to Chief Ayiri Emami as the Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom.
Any other Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom somewhere, it's fake and it's unknown to the Ologboshere family.
So all those issues of Ologboshere will die down. We know Chief Ayiri recognized and only Ologboshere of Warri Kingdom.
The high point of the day was the prayers offered by Chief Ayiri for the unity, peace and progress of the Shekiri nation. Inside the Niger Delta contacted the AKUGHA of Warri Kingdom, Chief Robinson Ario, for his reaction to Chief Ayiri's continued claim to the Ologboshere title despite the Olu's appointment of another person to that chieftaincy stool. He declined comments, insisting that he's not the right person to speak to the matter, and directed us to Chief Mene Brown, who could not be reached at the time of filing this report.
Inside the Niger Delta.
Well, that's the size of our package on the program for today. Inside the Niger Delta, the authentic voice of Nigeria's oil-rich region, will be back same time, same station next week. Until then, you can follow us on our social media handles shown right now on your screens. And please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel at NDNTV Nigeria. Until next week, I am MAMODE AKUGHA thanking you for staying tuned. Bye for now.